What's up, guys? It's JohnReavesLive, and today is day 6. We're almost freaking at the end of the week. I can't even deal with it right now. Oh my god. Day 6 of our BTS week. We have one more day to go, guys. Freaking V. Okay, so the song, I honestly was blown away by the music video. The song was great. His voice, his range really impresses me. He's got that low breathy voice, and it was freaking awesome. It sounded beautiful, and live he crushed it. Him dancing with a freaking coat rack. Hilarious! He danced with himself with a jacket on a jacket rack. Who have you ever seen do that? Either way, guys, I'm actually really excited to learn more about him. If y'all haven't already yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs by the end of the year, and I'm getting a BTS logo tattoo somewhere on my body. Not sure where yet. We'll do a poll. But either way, guys, let's get into this freaking video, learn a little bit more about our homeboy V. 3, 2, 1, go!
Kim Taehyung or V is many things. They are lover, Yeontan's father, BTS's vocalist and dancer, devoted son, prolific artist. The list goes on. We will most likely never really know all of Kim Taehyung, but the part of him he decides to show us are beyond glorious. His music, humor, views about life, experiences, and dreams. His art is ethereal, and he is pure. Yeah, he was born with natural skill and talent, but he didn't become a great artist by just standing around. Like the rest of BTS, V works hard. He pursues his passion. He persists heart and soul in everything he does. He didn't lie around waiting for opportunities to come his way. He pursued them. He maximized every opportunity given to him, nurtured his success, and continues to do his best. He stays hungry. He's still dreaming. He keeps on going. But it wasn't a smooth ride to the top. We will never understand his journey in its totality, but there are parts of him that he allows us to see and understand. So let's do that. Let's see V as an artist and understand the part of his journey that he allows us to see. Number 1, Farmer's Life.
중학교 6학년부터 제가 시골에 살아서요. 그때부터 저는 할머니 따라서 농부가 되는 게 꿈이었습니다.
Traditionally, farmers in Korea are not well off. That, of course, has exceptions, especially nowadays, but that's the common rule. How poor V was isn't clear, but one thing is for sure. He had limited opportunities and exposure to art. V didn't allow his limitations to dictate his future. He pursued music. He didn't allow his economic limitations to stop him from pursuing his dreams. And his father supported him, believing musicians need to know at least one instrument. He actually put him to a saxophone school. And it's the same determination, that same passion that he still uses to grow as an artist to this day. And look at where he is now, the most credited songwriter in BTS's vocal line, despite not knowing anything about songwriting and production in the beginning.
What?
He has been formally acknowledged as a member of the dance line by BTS's creative director, despite not having any formal dance training. His acting debut proved his potential, despite not having any formal acting training. And he will most likely be the first vocal line member to release a mixtape.
최대한 올해 안에는 해보려고 해요.
Number 2, grandmother's passing. Tae's grandmother passed away September of 2016, in the middle of their promotion. But fans wouldn't have known about it had he not mentioned it himself. That's the level of his professionalism. And it's not just professionalism, it's his strength and mentality. Having to emotionally recover in front of your fans, having to mourn while you perform upbeat songs, having to work while the woman who raised you slips away, that's difficult. And that proves V's emotional fortitude and maturity.
Poor dude.
We will never know the depth of his pain, but we know for sure that he found inspiration from his own grandmother. Instead of drowning in sorrow, he turned that pain into art. Number 3, betrayed by the person he trusted and loved.
Oh, man.
Kim Taehyung is friendly, likable, and kind. And you'd think that purity will be rewarded by friendship and love and concern, but some people allow their jealousy or envy to get the best of them.
이 땡땡이라는 친구가 생일 파티를 할 거다라고 학교에 이렇게 얘기를 했는데 이제 주말에 딱 되고 나니까 그때는 그게 유행이었어요. 생일 선물이 문화상품권 그게 유행이었어가지고 다들 문화상품권 사와 그래야 뭐 우리 생일 파티 할 수 있으니까 라고 해서 제가 걔 친구 생일 때 문화상품권을 사서 갔는데 알고 보니까 저만 위치를 안 알려준 거예요.
That's messed up.
It may be petty for some, but V was so young and so innocent.
다른 친구들은 다 알려줬는데 그래서 제가 문화상품권을 들고 어디로 가야 될지 몰라가지고 계속 밖에서 한 3시간 동안 어디로 가야 되지 하다가
And he was betrayed by someone important to him. But instead of resentment, he chose to forgive.
받은 거죠. 그래서 받고 나서 얘 친구야 나 그거 뭐냐 문화상품권 사는데 나 어디로 가면 돼? 근데 그제서야지 이제 거기 이제 게임방으로 오면 된다 해서 약간 게임방에 가가지고 그 문화상품권을 줬어요. 그래서 주고 이제 나는 이제 집에 가야 될 시간이라서 나는 올게 하면서 내가 집에 걸어오는 길에서 엄청 울면서 막 돌아온 기억이 있었는데
After being hurt intentionally by someone he valued, he chose to give his gift, allow the person to enjoy his day, and then forgive.
The poor dude.
That's class.
For real,
That's
dude.
maturity. That's kindness. That's exactly who we need to be. Number 4. Accused of being disrespectful. V has always been open about his influences. He acknowledged that this artist actually contributed to who he is now. And through the years, he has paid it forward. He used his own influence to help artists get more
I
attention.
think that's freaking awesome.
But even in their early years, they have been known to be vocal about groups and artists that they admire. May 6 of 2015, after winning first place in M Countdown, the camera shows him singing the lyrics of the song Loser by Big Bang. Without asking for explanation, people interpreted it as a diss towards EXID, the group they competed against for first place, and towards Big Bang. He later explained that Loser, Baby, and I Need You are the top 3 songs he plays most often. He liked the song so much that it became second nature for him to mouth the songs, and in his moment of elation, he sang it out loud. He also posted a screenshot of his playlist to prove that those 3 were in fact the songs that he played the most. ARMY provided proof that V was telling the truth. A fan cam revealed that prior to the announcement of winners, V was already mouthing the lyrics and just yelled it out loud when they were announced as winners. But the backlash continued and more people chose to believe the wrong story because that's sexier, that's more controversial, and that's destructive. Number 5. Pressure of his acting debut.
아 얘가 방탄이야? 얘 잘하네. 방탄이었어? 아 방탄 애들 연기 진짜 못하네. 이 두 가지인데
V didn't have any acting experience or training prior to Hwarang.
그 중요한 씬들, 감정 씬들 두 개를 날렸었어요 제가.
The other members even said there is nothing they can do to help V but listen to his worries and be there to cry with him.
돌아오는 말은 그거밖에 없어요. 우리가 더 줄 순 없다. 근데 진짜 너에게 힘을 줄 수는 없다.
The
That's
rest,
pretty cool.
it's all up to him.
저는 그게 진짜 가장 큰 위로가 됐거든요.
And he delivered. He did amazing. It is unclear what scene he was talking about, but his death scene was one of the most memorable in the series. And remember, this is with no formal acting training. Imagine what he can do if he actually pursues this. Number 6. Growing up in front of the camera. V has proven to be mature. He has demonstrated the profoundness of his mind both in his work and in parts of his relationships he allows us to see.
그 행복의 기준치가 저는 그냥 변했다고 생각해요. 그냥 행복의 기준치가 그냥 저 혼자 그냥 좋으면 됐지라는 생각을 가졌었더라면 지금은 그냥 뭐가 됐든 그냥 우리 방탄이란 7명이 다 같이 행복하면 내가 정말 행복해지는 거고 그게 기준이 되어버리다 보니까 저도 그냥 지금의
cool.
제가 될 수 있었던 거고 부정보다는 그냥 긍정으로 가야지 좋은 날들이 많다고 생각을 해요.
With all the accolades, achievements, styling, makeup, and glamorized photo shoots, it's easy to forget that V was once a kid. In fact, in some parts of the world, he would still be considered a kid. But V didn't have the benefit of making mistakes and learning from it in private. Everything he does is magnified, examined, dissected. He didn't have the privilege of having someone by his side to guide him on how to navigate their fame while they navigate their youth. He didn't have the privilege of having someone by his side to guide him on how to navigate the expectations while they navigate their search for their own identity. But unlike so many young international stars, he didn't turn to drugs. He didn't destroy himself. He certainly did not destroy other people. Yes, he struggled mentally, but he came out of it with maturity.
I think that's awesome.
Number 7, getting used. Fame is a funny thing. It makes half the world want you and the other half use you. That's exactly what happened to V, June 14 of 2018. Han So-hee, the woman who snitched on T.O.P's marijuana use, said V went to a club and joined her table together with Kim Ki-boom.
언니 방탄소년단 B랑 클럽 갔어요? 가면 어때요 뭐. 내가 불렀냐? 난 걔 몰라. 난 걔 몰라요. 김기범이 데리고 왔는데.
Meant this actually meant V went to a club while underage, having been born 1995. When fans asked her to clarify if V went to a club while underage, she actually retracted her statements. Soon after, model Kim Ki-boom's agency countered Han So-hee's claims by clarifying that he never went to a club with V before. It isn't surprising for people to want to drag them. It's surprising when other people choose to believe people like Han So-hee even before giving V a chance to give his side of the story.
It's just messed
Even
up.
with Han So-hee's change in statement, Kim Ki-boom's denial, some were still convinced V constantly hung out with Han So-hee. Number 8. Obsession on their gender preference. It's expected for some fans to be curious about BTS's gender preference. What makes it bad is when people insist that their assumptions on BTS's or anyone's gender preference for that matter is correct. Anyone's gender preference is no one's business but that person and the people that they want to involve. It becomes even worse for artists like V when their gender preference becomes even more popular than their own art.
Yeah, it's so messed
Stigma
up.
is one of the most popular songs that's ever written. Many fans insist that it's a song about V coming out as anything other than straight and not getting accepted by his loved ones. This is aggravated by the fact that it's the only song RM didn't discuss when he talked about the Wings album.
노래인데 스tigma 사실 무슨 말인지 잘 모르시는 분도 많을 거예요. 저희도 어려운 말에서 잘 쓰는 말 아니죠. 오명이란 뜻이죠. 사실 이 노래에 대해서는 저도 제가 많은 걸 알지는 못해요. 뭐 태영이와 많은 이 얘기에 대해서 많은 얘기를 나눠본 건 아니라서 제가 함부로 이제 뭐 많은 숨겨진 비하인드가 있지 않을까? 태영이가 생각했던 그렇게 생각을 해봅니다. 네.
Part of the beauty of art is that we can all have our own interpretation. But insisting that your interpretation is the same as the artist's intention is disrespectful. V himself may have felt uncomfortable with this. November 18 of 2019, V took to Weverse and asked for ways to sleep. Thousands of fans sent their suggestion, but one fan commented, "Me, you can look at Jungkook's photo that you like." That may be interpreted in many ways. I will never assume what he means, but it doesn't make it okay for anyone to go up to someone and assume their gender preference, especially if you don't know that person personally, even if you meant it as a joke. What's even more painful is that V has been clear of his intentions about why he goes to Weverse often. Number 1, he wants to spend time with armies. Number 2, to keep fans occupied while we are in the midst of COVID. Number 3, he also wants to inspire himself by getting good feedback from armies.
위버스 그래도 좀 뭐 그런 것들이 있었는데
BTS has been open about their own struggles to hold it together after part of their career was taken away by COVID.
오히려 그런 메시지를 보고 나 때문에 누군가가 도움을 많이 받았구나. 우리 때문에.
They are grappling for things to keep them occupied. They go on to Weverse to inspire themselves and get assurance that they are still able to offer something to ARMY. For them to see speculations about their gender preference instead of their art, that's disappointing. Number 9, Undervalued Vocalist. V is a natural baritone, but with the way he's nailing high notes, you wouldn't think it.
That's right. Yes.
I am
That's
in no
insane.
way a vocal expert, but someone who is actually said he can pull off C6 and D6, and those are higher than a tenor.
Jesus.
The fact that his solo songs are breaking records show that he is appreciated, but I believe he needs more appreciation, not just from the fans, but from the industry, from critics, and from the media. BTS needs more songs that will showcase V's vocal range and unique tone. More than that, the industry needs to recognize how prolific he is as a musician. Number 10. Cultural appropriation. July 27, 2017, Taehyung wears a Jamaican beanie in their travel show Bon Voyage. Many immediately accused Taehyung of cultural appropriation. Again, judgment came before knowing the story. And the story is this. In Bon Voyage, BTS members were at a tourist shop, and the store owner, a black Jamaican man, approached Taehyung after recognizing him and gave him the beanie as a gift. It's rude in Korean culture to refuse a gift. Number 11, LGBTQ
People
support.
are so ignorant.
October
I don't understand
23,
why hate
2017, BTS created characters for line friends to represent themselves. They are now called BT21. Taehyung was the first to finish his character, and he called the character Tara. In Tara's profile, he put the gender VVVVV. Fans took it to mean that V intended Tara to be gender neutral. This was confirmed in 2019.
저도 그랬으면 좋겠어요. 나도 그래. 그러니까 뭔가 이 두 가지 성으로 정리를 알 수 있으니까요.
He knows where his heart lies. It lies in humanity, regardless of anyone's gender. Number 12. V may have played a major part in preventing BTS's breakup.
저희끼리 얘기를 하면서
They got through it, and thank God they're still together. But what is rarely recognized is the importance of V's role in keeping the band together.
AMA에서 그런 무대까지 받아보니까 약간 허무해진 느낌이 있었어요. 근데 저는 뭐 한 차례 어떤 그 우리 여행도 갔다 오고 막 울기도 하고 서로 막 지나 보니까 우리가 이룬 것보다 우리가 하고 싶었던 것보다 더 뭔가 높은 걸 이뤄서 이제 이제 뭐 하지? 이게 아니라 그동안 남들이 못했던 거를 남들이 가지 못했던 곳에 갈 수 있는 그냥 저는 그런 티켓을 끊었다고 생각을 하고 싶어요. 문을 열었다고. 어차피 우리는 앞으로 더 이거 할 거고 네, 음악을 할 거고 무대 할 거기 때문에 계속 이제 어떡하지? 이제 허무하네? 이제 어디로 더 가야 되지? 이런 생각을 할 게 아니라 그냥 뭔가 이제 앞으로 더 많은 재밌는 일이 기다리고 있을 걸 그렇게 생각하기로 얼마 전에 이제 여행 갔다 와서 스스로 좀 마음을 먹었어요.
They all acknowledged that the vacation allowed them to realize many things about themselves and their friendship. That was a major turning point. That wouldn't have happened had it not been for V. Namjoon will forever be the leader of BTS, and rightfully so. Every army wouldn't have it any other way. But each of them is a pillar of BTS. Each of them is a leader in specific aspects, areas, and instances. And V has been one in a especially difficult time. If that's not leadership, I don't know what is. Kim Taehyung is special both as an artist and as a person. We don't need to be very close to him to know that. We can just watch his actions, big or small, towards others. We can just listen to what others are saying about him. We can just listen to his music, experience his art, and watch how it's changing and saving people's lives. He has shown what kindness is. He has shown how hard work can make you better. He has shown how art can go past entertainment and actually change people's lives. And although it is a part of a celebrity's life to be an object of people's imagination, fans, Big Hit, and the media need to fight harder to make sure his artistry and personality outshine gossips and superficial speculations. Because that's the least we can do for an artist and person like Kim Taehyung. Kim Taehyung is the kind of human we should all aspire to become.
빨주노초 파란보의 보라색이 마지막 색깔이잖아요. 제 보라색은 상대방을 믿고 서로 오랫동안 사랑하자라는 의미인데요.
That's pretty cool. V, I don't know if he's the youngest in the band or not, but like Whenever I was growing up, whenever I got out of high school, I should say, as soon as I got out of high school, I played a lot of shows. I don't know what it would have been like if that version of me, like the younger version of myself, the less mature version of myself, I don't know what it would be like if that guy was in front of as many people as V is in front of. So like, I'd say he's handling really freaking well. All this stuff that she was talking about, like a lot of the random accusations that are against him, that just seems like really petty stuff. I don't feel like that defines him as a person by any means. I just feel like a lot of this stuff was just like weird random hearsay. Like people said that he was accusing him of being at bars and stuff like that whenever he was young. I used to play bars. Before I was 18 years old, and I wasn't even supposed to be in the bars that I was playing. Those type of things aren't defining things about somebody's character. So I feel like a lot of those things that she listed in that was kind of like more or less just slightly petty, not necessarily like character flaws. And then going and talking about like gender and stuff. Live and let live, people. I'm sure it's a burning question, but like, why is it gotta be though? If y'all have made it this far, please let us know where that little freaking Easter egg was. Please make sure you hit that sub button as we are working our way towards 50,000 subs by the end of the year. And if we get there, we're getting a BTS logo tattoo on us somewhere on our body. Not sure where. Please make sure you're subbed though, because if you do, that will allow you to see a lot of our community stuff. And I will be posting when we're going live next. We've been normally streaming live on Twitch every day, but I'm gonna start streaming a lot more here on YouTube as well too, to hang out with all you awesome freaking people. Y'all have a freaking blessed rest of your day, and I will freaking catch y'all later. And until next time, spread some positivity, take care of each other. If anybody needs anything, all of my socials are at JohnReavesLive. I'll catch y'all later. Freaking toodles!